I'm with Timo from Ambient. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, Simon.
Good. It's the first one of the morning. I hope your head's clearer than mine.
No, but we just start away.
Absolutely. I know you had a very early start. So I've always thought of Ambient as one of those companies that has something for everyone. I think you're going to run me around enough products today to prove that. We're going to start with the hydrophone.
Yeah.
Your new baby.
My new baby. As said in the preview, it's gold now. Now, what we learned from our customers that more and more people try to use our hydrophones in permanent installations, so for long-term seawater installations. And the stainless steel housing we had is good, and it's worth for 1 or 2 days in seawater, but then it will start to corrode. So we moved over to a new aluminum brass housing and a new connecting system, which is factory double sealed, so even if you drop the hydrophone into the water, it won't be damaged. Of course, you need to find it again, but if you find it, it hopefully won't be damaged.
Amazing.
The rest stayed the same, so you still got the very low noise double sensor system with the low noise mic pre, so you still got 7 Hz to 40 kilohertz and an amazing signal to noise ratio.
I worry about 7 Hz on my loudspeakers.
You should.
Absolutely. And I know you've been looking at boom poles again.
Oh, absolutely. One of our most popular boom pole line was the QX boom pole, which was mostly used by documentary style production and sound mixers and boom operators, of course. And we wanted to improve the QX pole because with designing the QS pole, we learned so much more about the colors and about the locking system that we wanted to give the QX pole the same grip like the QS pole and a new locking system. So what we made is we altered the angle of the thread and we gave it the QS colors, more or less a little bit shorter but the same grip. And we altered also the steepness of the thread. So with that, one of the things some people did not like is that you cannot lock the QX pole as fast as you possibly could do that with a QP and a QS. So now you can lock that bomb-proof high. So there is no altering that. So it's an easy twist and yeah, same ambient quality of course.
And that's a pole or a range of poles?
It is the full QX pole, which has been replaced by the QXS pole. So all numbers you had a hard time to remember still are valid. You just add the S to the name and you're there.
Wow. And what's the shortest and what's the longest?
The shortest is the QX550, which is short. Don't name me down to that. I have no idea how long that was. And the longest is the QX5130 or 5130, yeah, which is 5.20 meters long, so that is pretty long.
Big pole.
Yeah.
Cool. I know you've been looking at antennas and things. I'm interested by this. I always love antennas because they're always fascinating. You got some an odd one to show us.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's ordinary accessory, but it's very helpful in some situations. So we were approached by a lot of our customers who now really dove into the whole ACN system and are using a master locket. And even though none of them had complaints about the range, but it has always been something they were asking about, what can I do when I want to have a longer range? For example, like a car following scene or something like that. So the good answer is you can use any SMA antenna for 2.4 gigahertz. And I just brought some examples. So the standard would be to just bring a longer one. If it needs to be further, so I have one standard 2.4 gigahertz directional antenna you can screw on your sound card, for example, which in our line of sight test were good enough for a kilometer.
Wow.
So that was pretty good. For another car following scenes, we have a magnetic antenna you can put on the rooftop of your car. So you always have full range, even if the following car is just like hundreds of meters away.
Wow. I guess with the magnetic on your car and the directional on your receive end, you can presumably get a vast range.
Exactly.
Fantastic. And so now we're talking about ACN. I know you always there's something new to show on ACN.
Yes,
What's
Klaus
happened there?
is a busy person. He is. What's new? Well, we introduced the full remote control features on NAB. Some people might know about it, some people don't, so I will explain it again. So the Master Locket with firmware 4.1 is fully capable to remote control 788T recorders and the full 6 series range. So 633, 664, 688. And it is as easy as just connect the cable, a special MLCCL cable for the 788T, which also includes the timecode, so it's just a one cable connection to the 788T, or the LIMO connector to the 6 series plus the MLC HID cable, which connects to the USB plug. And it also works with the CL12 Elia fader controllers. So let's go back. That is the standard user interface of the Master Locket. And what's new is the connected devices screen, where you usually just connected your ARRI or RED cameras. Now has also a sound recorder. And yeah, it auto recognizes your recorder, so you don't have to enter the name stubble, or you can rename if you own like 2 or 3 788Ts or different 6 series. So you rename them after your choice, then you hit on remote control, and now a new browser window more or less opens with the full control for everything you need as a sound mixer, so you don't get bothered by the DIT and metadata stuff. So you have the timecode, the ACN radar showing all devices, and of course the remote control. The remote control has been redesigned recently with firmware 4.11, so it's a bit slicker now and easier to use. So we have, of course, scene take note, circle take, force take, and the history of the last at least 18 tracks, and it builds up on that. And of course we have the track, which now has been redesigned, so you have the metering with the 788T built inside the track names and enabling window, so you have everything you need in one screen, which makes it easy to handle.
And is that metering only for 788, or is that
right now it is only for 788. Sound devices is still, well, no, I have to say this in a different way. We don't have the code for the 6 series yet. But I hope and I think that we will get it soon after the Wingman stuff is released and in the market. I think that all third-party integrators will sooner or later get the code, so it will immediately be integrated into the user interface.
And I guess you're talking to other recorder manufacturers as well to try and talk to their machines.
Sure, absolutely. We are talking. Yeah, I don't want to put names on the table, but yeah, we are talking to most important sound recorders, of course.
Fantastic. I think we're probably there, aren't we?
I think that's that. One thing I'd like to show you, which is fairly new with firmware 4.11, which I find pretty exciting because it makes life even more easy, is that now going to the timecode menu, the time of day button includes far more functions than it did. Usually it just ingested the time of day into your ACN system. Now what it does, it ingests the time of day, it writes the user bits, the date to the user bits, it enables the CJ master, and with the full gem mode, all other receiving units will automatically switch to the correct frame rate. So to break it down, it's a one button setup in the morning, just hit set to time of day. Everything will be done in the background for you. Every locket will be in the right frame rate. You have your date and the user bits, and yeah, you're done.
That makes me think of that line, I only had one thing to remember.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Maybe we make a remote button so you can even do that in your bed or something in your car.
That's brilliant. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
I'm at the other Ambient stand now, which is 2 or 3 halls away and quite a walk. I've got Yannick with me. I know you've been working on the back end of all the ACN stuff and the app and all of that. Can you show us some of that stuff? Because I know you were going to show me about how it works when it gets to the editor.
Exactly. What we are presenting at this booth is how the editor can save 2 hours of work each day by using our system. We do that by collecting the metadata digital on set with the Locket Script app and then providing the metadata so that it can be directly ingested into the editing tool. We have here the Resolve 12.5. They updated it and now it's possible to ingest metadata in there as well via a CSV file. Let me show you what the editor has to do every day at the status quo. I mean, we have, when he ingests his camera clips, they look like A001 and C26. And then he has this paper sheets from the script supervisor. And what he, at the status quo, has to do is go there and, okay, look, okay, clip 12 obviously was shot 23 and stuff like that. So he has to do it for every clip, and this takes time every day. And what we do is we give the possibility to do this with one click. There is the option here to say import metadata to the selected clips. Then I choose my CSV file that was downloaded from the Locket Web Tools, and I open it, and immediately all the metadata that the script supervisor has entered show up in the editing in different columns. And without any extra effort, we have now really deep metadata information right in the editing, including not only the scene name and the shot name, but also take comments, descriptions and stuff like that. And also the editor is now able to search for certain content. So if he just wants the detail of the currywurst shot, for example, he just types in a curry there and he sees all the clips that are possible. And this really not only saves this 2 hours at the ingesting process every day, but it also provides a better metadata depth for the editor to find faster the clips that he needs. And this is the thing that we have on set. I mean, this is the Locket Script app. You saw that, you all know that. This is where the script supervisor enters all the data. We can do everything for fits, and here is where it ends. So yeah, that's it.
Thus saving us 2 hours a day so that we can go and eat our currywurst and chips.
Exactly.